On the bike. Welcome you all back for another half-assed production. We're here at the Steve Harvey Fine Arts Gallery. I'm going to take a quick run through of Gandy Brodie. And this is an exhibition titled 10 Tenements. And this show basically is the last show that he and his wife were organizing before he passed away, I guess at the age of 50 in 1975. And it includes work from a span of about 15 years, I guess, from about 1960 to 1975. This piece is titled Tree in the City, 1963. And I've been looking at his work probably for, I don't know, maybe 15 years, 20 years now. I think I saw a nice exhibition of his work at Ed Thorpe. And I was very impressed with it. This is the oldest piece in the show. This is a drawing, figures with the Manhattan Bridge and Tenements from 1960. And kind of like the beat up, grimy nature of this. So we'll take a look at this piece. This is the major painting in the show. This is titled City Anguish. This is 1958. And in the press release they talk about this as being based on views near the Manhattan Bridge. This is about 7 by 6 feet. This is one of the pieces I think that got a lot of early critics' attention because it really combines kind of abstraction, maybe New York School action painting with figurative art. This is a beautiful, very late piece. This is titled Untitled Tenement. This is from 1975. But this is one of the things that attracted me was his surface, this kind of nubby, pebbled surfaces. You know, there's also a maybe a superficial relationship between the kind of surfaces that Brodie was getting in some of the other painters, like Milton Resnick or Richard Pousset Dart maybe, but Brodie didn't like to think of himself as an abstract artist. And this piece actually has spray paint in there, but you can sort of get a vague idea that this is a tenement building, but in a lot of ways it's just kind of abstract grids. It relates to what maybe Adolf Gottlieb was doing in the early 50s or maybe even Rothko. And he's also got some metallic paint in there that's kind of interesting. This is a beautiful, tiny little piece. Classic Tenement from 1971. And here again, you can see his rich, unique surface that he achieves. And I think he does that with just building up paint and then layering thin layers over the top. Well, I also believe that early on, Gandy Brodie reached out to Meyer Shapiro, and I think Shapiro recognized his talent and created him into one of the new talent painting shows at the Sam Kuntz Gallery. It's Untitled Tenement, and I think this is from 1973. There may be kind of a revival of a whole group of artists from the mid-50s that sort of broke away from abstract expressionism. We visited the Jan Müller show at Laurie Bookstein. I think Steve did a Bob Thompson show, maybe 6 months ago. And now with the Gandy Brodie, I think you really get a chance to see some of the artists that were responding against the standard ideas of abstract expressionism. Maybe they were just pushing it in a new direction. He's also included in the second generation painting show at the Jewish Museum in 1957, along with people like Joan Mitchell, Lester Johnson, Robert Goodnow, a lot of the New York school second generation. Well, we'll make a quick run over some of the paintings here in the back room. This is titled Tenement from 1973, and it's kind of unusual. He's got a lot of metallic silver paint in there, and this is on a wood panel. And this is a wonderful drawing from 1975. I think some of the work on paper, you get a much better sense of him as a colorist. Some of his oil paintings get a little murky. It's also a very late piece. This is Untitled, 1975. This is 18 by 10 inches. And this is James Calm reporting on Gandy Brodie, 10 Tenements, here at Steve Harvey. Thank you, Kate.